what you have displayed here fits in with the growth policy of the government. The growth policy of the government includes tourism, and to double the numbers, the first stage, go up to 5 million. Secondly, increase the revenue per tourist, which means we have to now go to the high-end tourists. Some are worried whether it's a difficult jump to make. I don't think you have any option. You have a large number of your human resources are leaving the country because it's far more attractive elsewhere. We have at least got to match Maldives in the remuneration. Otherwise, you can't run a tourist industry. Thereby, but to do that, we must give a good service. Tourists come here because they're interested in cuisine. So you here, all the people who man the kitchens and all those who provide supplies to the kitchens are the people who have a very important role. First, we'd like you to maintain a high standard and even have a higher standard. Be able to make a mark where some of you can even export some of your products to other countries. Secondly, we come to the personnel itself. Who we train in the kitchens, who are involved in the service. So that's the most important item. We have to ensure that we have a sufficient number of chefs in this country as the industry expands. Unfortunately, at the moment, we have no means of satisfying the demand. So the government will certainly help different hotels and associations to expand the number. We can't cater to government is good as supplying rations to the military bases. Beyond that is not our forte. That has to be done by the non-government sector, and we are certainly willing to help, but we will also help by starting one school specifically maybe in Kandy for cuisine and culinary works. There has been a demand in the south. I think we can have one in Nuwara, maybe in Bandarwala or Alla, and one in Dambulla. We can help you to ensure you get chefs from abroad who has also had the experience to open it, to ensure that the knowledge and the experience is passed on to the younger members of this profession. Secondly, I think we should have some system of grading our chefs. So why don't we have international standards and give a few stars? I'd like to see some of the private entrepreneurs coming forward. You can't develop tourist industry without developing the human resources. It's useless giving tax incentives for hotels if they haven't got the chefs to man the kitchens. So the government will be willing to help you all and to work together. We'll most probably in the next 2 months announce our new policies, and you'll be surprised at what changes we are going to make. And similarly, your association and others involved in the tourist trade will get together, I presume, to help us go forward. Remember, we have a good future, and we do so by developing the young talent we have. All those people here should one day become good chefs, work in Sri Lanka. But we have to ensure the conditions here are conducive to them staying on in the country.